Alright, it is time to do the Young Link challenge. We beat this game as Adult Link. Now let's see if we can do the same as Young Link. One only rule, obviously we need to beat this as Young Link, never get the Master Sword, and then another is we need to get all 5 medallions that are available to us. So that's Forest, Fire, Water, Spirit, and Shadow. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. And as always, if you want to see more challenges like this, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitch where I stream the entire thing. So the first 3 dungeons for the most part are kind of like a casual playthrough with a few tricks and skips to make it go by a little bit quicker. So with that being said, let's speed right through it and get to the adult dungeons. First, grab Sword Shield, enter Deku Tree, get the slingshot, skip half the dungeon, and next we fight Goma. Kill her, but we don't enter the blue warp, grabbing the stone, and I'll explain that at the end. Instead, we jump slash into Goma, killing her and myself at the same time. Next, we go to Hyrule Castle, get Zelda's Lullaby, go to Kakariko Village to get the bottle, and go to Goron City. Get the Goron Bracelet, and enter our second dungeon, Dodongo's Cavern. We do ground jump to skip a good portion of the dungeon, get bombs, and kill King Dodongo, and then go into the blue warp this time. Now we're off to Zora's domain. So we do the usual stuff like getting the scale, Ruto's letter, then enter Jabu Jabu, grab Boomerang, and once again, skip half the dungeon with a mega flip and do a frame perfect trip to skip using the box to enter this door. Then kill Baronade and enter the blue warp once more. Now, this is where the fun begins. But first, let's quickly grab a bomb upgrade because we're gonna need a lot of bombs. But I also needed 10 gold Skulltulas to get the adult wallet. We needed to get the adult wallet to buy bomb shoes from the shop guy in the Hyrule market. Also, we grabbed Sunsong mainly because he's only opened at night and it saves a little bit of time. Now, after all of that, we are off to Forest Temple. But how do we get in? We don't have hookshot, so I'm gonna say this a lot, we're gonna do a bomb hover all the way in. And these bomb hovers are a bit tricky, but they give us enough height to reach the top and get into Forest Temple as Young Link. Now that we're in, we have to do this boss key skip, and it's annoying because you can't see anything, so if you mess up at all, it's hard to recover. But hey, we're in. Don't have to do that anymore, right? Well, luckily we can shoot the paintings with a slingshot, so killing Phantom Ganon was easy. Now unfortunately, I learned the hard way that this blue warp cutscene crashes the game. I'm not entirely 100% sure why, but I think it's because baby Deku Tree interacting with Young Link, for whatever reason, doesn't agree with the game. But regardless, we gotta figure out a different way to get the Forest Medallion. So we do the boss key skip again, and fortunately for us, we have a blue warp skip. After damaging down to half a heart, and by using Ocarina item, which lets us use Ocarina as soon as we hit the ground, we use it right at the edge, which triggers the blue warp, but we can still move around as Link. We pull bomb on this exact frame, walk back through the blue warp, and drop bomb and backflip on this exact frame again, which kills us at the exact same time we get the medallion. That's a lot, so don't worry, that is the only one we have to do until the end of the game. But we got the first of 5 medallions. Next up is Fire Temple. And when I say this took too long, holy shit was it the worst temple by far. So one of the biggest problems we have is we can't wear Fire Tunic. So we gotta go fast and outspeed the timer and also use some fairies to save us. First we gotta get there though. One thing worth mentioning is I'm doing this with 0 prep, so Google saved me on a few of these moments. One of them being right here. First we do a mega flip to get over there, then originally I thought I had to do these annoying slingshot hovers. Basically by using an item like hookshot, bow, or slingshot, it will stop all of your momentum. And for the hovers, the bomb has to be close to you for them to work. So shooting a slingshot was essentially mandatory. And I suck at these, so I failed a lot of them. Then after watching a short YouTube video, I realized I was doing this the hardest way possible, and this is the fix. Yeah, it was that easy. But we're in Fire Temple, only 20 minutes wasted on that. So I made my way through a bit of Fire Temple, then I realized I needed way more bomb shoes to get through here, so I had to leave anyways. Also, I just ended stream. But a new day, we left Fire Temple quickly to grab a refill on bomb shoes, then went back to Fire Temple, got to this room, and did a bomb hover since I couldn't reach any of the ledges. And then we did a bomb shoe clip to go through this wall, skipping the entire rock maze on the floor, then open the gate, and then this next part. We needed to get on this ledge to reach this door, so we had to damage boost through the firewall so it wouldn't hit you mid bomb hover, then do these slingshot bomb hovers, which I've already established I'm bad at them. And the hardest part is you're on a timer and you had to basically go as fast as possible or you wouldn't make it. And also I got really annoyed by walking all the way back every time I died, so I left Fire Temple again and got Ferora's Wind. Then when I got back, I'm gonna be honest, Google saved me. After a full hour, I thought there had to be an easy way. There just had to. And I managed to find this bomb shoe death boost, which was 10 times easier. Then we super slide past the fire wall, which was terrifying by the way, because these walls can burn my shield, making me redo everything. Then we had to kill the flare dancer using bombs, which I totally didn't know what was possible. Then walked across this narrow path and finally got the Megaton Hammer. Now you're probably wondering, how do I use adult items as young Link? There is this lovely trick called equip swapping. As long as the top right item is usable, you can switch back and forth between these menus and equip any grayed out item. Then I went back to the start without realizing I needed another key, so I had to go back and grab this one. Then we killed another flare dancer, got the boss key, and do a mega flip to get across and fight Volvagia. Now there is this neat trick with Volvagia. She actually has two hitboxes, one that goes and flies around and one that comes out of the ground for you to eventually hit. The first one, if you drop a bomb in the hole that she went into, you can do damage. So to optimize my time, I did exactly that and finally finished Fire Temple. And we can head to the blue warp crash free, but the area is a little bit messed up when you leave, so there's that. Hopefully Water Temple goes by a lot quicker. And well, it kind of does, at least getting to the boss. We started off with this annoying way to enter. All it is a wild underground clip, which took unfortunately about an hour to do because I kept coming up before entering the dungeon. But once we're finally in, we do the same hovers that we did to enter Forest Temple, then do a bomb hover clip to skip the boss key. Now we have the boss fight. And this was by far the hardest boss because we don't have the hook shot to bring the nucleus of Morpha closer to me, and he was invulnerable when in his little water finger or whatever it's called. But I found out that if I wait underwater, he'll be bouncing around because he wants to hit me. So if I do this while the water finger is setting up, he won't be protected, making him vulnerable to getting hit, which is as annoying as it sounds. But it led to this moment on stream. God, oh, that was awesome. Holy shit, I did it. I did it. What the fuck? And we finally beat Water Temple, leading us to Shadow Temple. And as you could assume, we do another bomb hover to get in, and once again, it took forever to do. So I got Din's Fire and started trying to get in. One thing worth noting is I was kind of nervous about running out of bomb shoes, so I made sure to reset every single time I didn't make it, to guarantee that I wouldn't run out. And I didn't save after grabbing Din's Fire, but I ended up getting in, only took another goddamn hour. But once we're in, no need to grab hover boots, so straight to the boss. So do a mega flip to get in, then we get ISG, because if we get this wrong, the floor opens up, but with ISG, we won't fall. So we open the gate and mega flip once more. Now, I thought we could go straight to the boat, but sadly, we need to collect silver rupees to get a small key. And there's this one here that you can hookshot to, so I had to do another hover, and yes, it sucked. But it looked really cool, and that's all that really matters. We grab the key and skip the entire dungeon by doing this precise gate clip and bomb hover onto this block, then ride the boat. We get the boss key, do another massive hover across the gap, normally where you'd shoot the bombs with arrows that we unfortunately don't have, then traverse this room without lens, which is terrifying once more, and then a fairly easy boss fight, aside from almost not being able to get back up after getting thrown off, but we got our second to last medallion. And now we have Spirit. And if you remember at the start, my goal was to get every medallion except for, of course, Light Medallion, because we have to turn it into Adult to get that one. So I had to get Spirit Medallion without beating Twin Rova. Let me explain. So for Twin Rova, we need to get Mirror Shield, which we can get, but we can't equip it. So we can't actually kill Twin Rova, but by using a complex trick called RBA, which I'll link in the description, we can get the medallion in our inventory. Step 1, we need to get the Broken Goron Sword, which we normally get from this guy as Adult during the trade sequence, but if you activate his text while getting this chicken cutscene, then play Saria's song right in front of him, he, for whatever reason, gives you the Broken Goron Sword. So that's step 1. Step 2 is to get Bottle on B, which is fairly easy, but I chose to steal a fishing rod and then shield swipe bugs to get Bottle on B. Then I finally equip swap Broken Goron Sword and drop bugs with it in C right, which gives me the Spirit Medallion. Super complicated. I hope I explained it well. And unfortunately, we also lost Fire Medallion, but I swear we killed Volvagia. Please don't make me go back to Fire Temple. And also I lost my sword. Not entirely sure how that happened, but it shouldn't be a problem. Now, if you remember, we didn't enter the blue warp after killing Goma all those hours ago. That's because we had to do a trick called Ganondorf, which, like the Forest Temple blue warp skip, we get Ocarina item on the edge of the blue warp, then throw a nut, then another, then walk into this door, sending us to Ganon's castle. Then do the collapse sequence, kill Ganon, finishing at 12 hours and 30 minutes of non-stop fun. Well, mostly bomb hovering. But hey, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any kind of challenges you want to see me do in the future. And as always, have a great rest of your day and a happy holidays. See ya.